me, Nemsoni. Welcome back to another video. Today we are back in an old project that I love to play, which is called 360 Chicken. And you'll see it is a physics chicken on a skateboard. Why? Nobody knows. I don't know either. Anyways, so this is a small update to the game. I did mention quite a few months ago in the last update to this game that I had changed the underlying movement system, and you can see it sort of functions a lot better than it used to, including a few camera changes now, which make going in loop-de-loops a little bit better. And obviously you can see the chicken is able to actually move around without having to think quite a lot. Now there is actually a little update to something else at the end of this video, so please stick around or skip the chicken part if you want a little bit. For those of you who don't know what this game is, I'm just going to show you by landing on this mine. Boom! It's one of those games, yes. It's a bit of a gory game, kind of like Guts and Glory and stuff like that, a bit like Happy Wheels, except what I did is I decided to make it a little bit more YouTube friendly, or at the very least sort of normal human friendly, and changed the blood effects so that it's more like paint. So you can see here a lot of colourful, and I added the blood splats and stuff, or at least colourful splats. I am gonna need to change the inside of the chicken, so all of the materials in there gonna need to change so that it looks not like blood and bones and more just like a clay chicken with lots of paint filled inside. And you can see here the blood splats, they're all over the place, and of course on the pieces as well. Now regardless of that, the thing that I've added here, I've added a little bit of a change to the actual piranha cannon as well. Now this isn't a released version yet. This isn't a released version of the game yet. Like I said, the game is available, but the version that's on there has the bad physics. It's not very good. But you can see here, I've made the changes to the actual piranha cannon, and the piranhas themselves now have a little bit of a weight to them. So they actually add weight to the character, and you can see he's sort of lopsided. If I press jump now, you can see he falls over to the side. Now there is another thing that I've added to the game, which is those panels in the background. Whoops, got chopped in half. Those panels in the background are gravity zones. So this is something that I've done plenty of times in other physics games, but here it's kind of a lot more graphically beautiful. And yeah, so they just literally convert the gravity over to the direction that you're on. You can see a little bit of camera problems when I switch between going down that way and going down that way. Going up shouldn't have that problem. Yeah, it shouldn't have that problem. A little bit of camera work still to be done. So I'm actually converting between two camera systems here, where one for ground-based movement, where you barely get much tilt towards the chicken, as you can see, and one for wall movement. So once you go very high on the wall, you can see the camera just tilts over, and you get this sort of behind the chicken tilt with the chicken camera. Of course, you can't do that without that kind of special stuff, because doing it alone, you'd have a lot of twisting camera movement, and it'll be a lot of a pain in the butt. Anyways, so that's that. That's pretty much the update to this game. Now, in the past, I was working on a project with a few other people, and that project was called Warped Metaverse. It was originally a PS Vita game, PS Vita being a console that didn't last very well. So instead it got converted over, and it is now a more console-friendly game, and its Kickstarter went live today. So if you want to have a look at that, I'll probably be showing some of it on the screen right now. And of course you can check out the actual video, the actual trailer video, on Nicholas Marslin's channel. He's being the sort of project leader on this project. So check out his channel. Check out the trailer video. It should be the newest video on his channel right now. Otherwise I'll put a link to it in the description anyway. And of course there's a link to the Kickstarter itself in the description as well, which should have the trailer. So do check it out. You want to have a look at that, because it's actually quite fun looking now. So if you look at the actual trailer, the trailer itself does get me sort of wanting to play that game. It's a platformer, and it's got all the little sort of bits and bats that you kind of want to see. A little bit of ranged movements, you know, differences in gameplay styles, across the rest of the game. It's got a storyline, it's got voice acting, it's got everything. We've got great animators on the team there, great movement systems and everything. Not all of it, well, not much of it was coded by me. I'm actually less of an active member of that team. I did sort of quite a bit on the start end of things, and I haven't sort of worked on it much since then. But the other team members are obviously clearly more active, and you can see the amazing work they've done on the project. So be sure to check that out. And wow, that was a nice explosion. And take that as a firework as the end of this video anyway. So yeah, thanks very much for watching the video. Like I say, check out the Warped project. And if you want to have a go at this game, this version is not currently available. I'm still working on it, and I'm going to make a lot more extra sort of traps and world objects and things to platforms and stuff like that. And once I'm done, I'll release another version of this, and you can play this. And in the meantime, I have been working on my seated experience for VR. I'll be showing that very soon as well, possibly in the next video. And that project, it does involve physics hands, but again, it's a seated experience, no character movement as such. It is it's a physicsy game. It's a little bit of a tedious game, one of those sort of rage type games, but not completely rage, just fun. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.